Alright. We're back on, people. As back's wearing that garbage, but
Says one waiting.
update it.
Update your fucking mom.
And now it's not paired up more, so it should work. Sure, do you enjoy the title?
Keep standing on fire. There goes paradise. What up, Greenlight homies? Today is fuck Ohio State Saturday.
He's delusional.
My son's an Ohio State fan.
He thinks that it's
He's
still.
happy because his team bought every fucking five-star in college football to win this game, just to win this game, so Ryan Day wouldn't get fired.
I mean, it could be worse. We could be Georgia in eight overtimes versus wildly Georgia Tech. So I
But
mean, it
just
could
think
be
of that. That's
worse.
a rivalry game, so it's the same thing. Georgia Tech sucks. Georgia's supposed to be good. Georgia show up.
I mean, they probably could have if they didn't know how to score the entire game, and then overtime comes and they can't make a 2 point conversion on 7 separate times.
Anyways, any fucking hero. What's up in the paranormal world today? Nothing. Nobody's got nothing to talk about. I know
But
we've only been on this bitch for like 2 minutes, so nobody's probably in here.
I'm gonna say nobody's joined yet to make a comment about anything.
Hold on. Other than the hockey team, we weren't talking about last night. I think the Red Wings beat the Penguins the other night too.
He didn't win that one.
So he's just shit all around. He's just poo poo cockeyed.
Your hockey team's supposed to beat my hockey team.
My football team's supposed to be your football team. And ain't nobody touching my Lions.
What, the Dolphins? We haven't been good since Tua got drafted.
Nobody's touching the Lions, bruh. Super Bowl champs. I said it here first. November 30th.
I was gonna say, if you guys lose to the Dolphins, if we ever played, if you lost that game, then that's on you.
We don't lose to nobody, homie.
We're horrible.
Best player in the league's out. Still beating everybody fast.
Who's the best player in the league? I don't think he's best player. I think he.
Best defensive player in the league. Homie had fucking 5 sacks in one game. Lead the league in one game.
Yeah, I'm sure I can think of somebody better on defense. If I actually went and thought about it and looked at different people that play defense.
What, the other guy that just got fucking traded to Detroit from Cleveland? Is it Darius? Because he had like 3 sacks in the 2 games that he's played.
Well, I mean, I guess I was thinking more of somebody.
If you say J.J. Watt or some shit, I'm going to throw my coffee at you.
No, I'm gonna say I'm sure there's somebody on the Kansas City referees that.
That don't count. They got to actually be good.
Since even yesterday, I mean, I didn't watch the game, but I heard that the refs still gave the Chiefs the win
Yeah,
when
they
they didn't deserve it.
All on the screen game.
How's it going, Scott?
What's up, Scott? How you doing today? Scott, Michigan or Ohio State?
Watch Scott be from like Nebraska or something, and not even care about the game.
Everybody cared about that game. I know you have a preference. And if you are from out there, then Alabama or Auburn. Or Notre Dame USC. Who you got, buddy?
Like, I think it's somebody from Nebraska. I think they're just happy that their team's somewhat competitive again. Isn't
Nebraska's halfway decent this year.
right? I think they're just happy that their team's somewhat competitive and they're not like towards the bottom
Not
of the
even Scott's
standings.
from Nebraska.
I know. I'm just saying, if somebody's from out there, they're probably just happy that their team's halfway decent this season.
Scott, are you from Nebraska? You can let us know, buddy. We won't judge you. We only judge Ohio State fans in here.
separate to how I thought, just to start the hockey season, how Casey was good because they beat Cincinnati, and then
Cincinnati just won 2 games all year.
yeah, and they beat us 5-0 the other day.
Yeah, 'cause you guys suck.
Almost beat you.
We suck. Good team, bad goalie.
I mean, isn't that what you say every season about your team?
Yes.
For like the last 20 years.
Okay. So, one time I was sitting in this room. That's probably 1 o'clock in the morning or so.
We're talking about ghosts now.
And we have this big ass cornfield in the backyard. It's like big. It's like what, 200 acres.
I don't know. Let's put it on camera, perhaps.
Well, ain't no corn there now.
Well, right, but the field is it's gonna feel.
Hi, Lajima.
I know the camera kind of starts to suck, but it kind of sucks, but
it get on here and talk about some stuff and
it paints the picture.
Get ready for Ohio State to get their ass kicked. Hopefully, not too confident this year, but I'm still gonna talk shit. Anyways,
you know, I'm not sure if you guys are too confident.
Back to the
cornfield. The last 2 years you won.
Back to the cornfield. So it's like 2 o'clock in the morning or some shit. I'm in here watching some kind of ghost adventure. And we got this big cornfield. So coyotes and shit run through this cornfield. And they howl and shit like that. So the corn was up real high, like 6-7 feet in the air. So I'm like, the fucking coyotes are running through this corn. And so I go out there, me and the dog. And I start hearing these little kids. It's just like random talking, sounds like they're playing and shit, but the corn's like 7 feet high and it's 2 inches apart all the way fucking across like 300-400 acres or some shit. So I started saying, little kids, what are you doing out there? 3 in the morning.
What's your first mistake?
Genuinely concerned for a moment. Like, what are you guys doing? Go home. These 3 little fucking children from the corn looking motherfuckers come walking out of that fucking cornfield and like they didn't move the corn. They like moved through the corn. So then I'm like, what the fuck? And me, I don't run most of the time unless I'm like fucking a big mongoloid chasing me or some shit. Or if I'm at work and there's 50 fucking certain kinds of people running after me. Criminals, you fuck. So I'm standing there looking at these little kids, and they got like blackish eyes, like not all black, solid black, but like blackish. And so I asked them what they wanted. You know me, I'm stupid as fuck. And they just turned around and disappeared back into the corn.
They probably wanted your soul.
Probably did. I don't even know if I have my soul. I hope I do, but you never know. I've been trying to think of stories to tell you guys because it's been 20 years of messing around with this shit.
We were gonna go somewhere today before the game started, but then Ohio decided to be
15 degrees and snow in here in Northwest Ohio.
If you factor in the wind and all that, it's probably a wind chill of like -2 and random snow.
Yeah, it's not a good day to be outside ghost hunting. We haven't had time to book the trip to the Ross house, which will happen, I guarantee you. I mean, we got anybody in here?
Some.
Y'all got anything to say today? Any ghost stories? Sasquatch stories, aliens, skinwalkers, Wendigos, any kind of weird shit happened to you?
Your scary ex from down the block.
Right. Anything crazy. Or you want to talk about Ohio State getting their ass kicked today? We can speak on that since it's a special day. It's like a holiday in this house. anything at all. Come with it. I'm here to listen. That tattoo's fading out. Scratching off 2 years later.
And you guys don't got any questions or stories or whatever, then we'll go and just talk trash about whatever for the next so much time and go from there.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do that anyways. At least we don't got nobody in here talking about their fucking buttholes and shit.
I think that's the nighttime crew people, and right now we got like the morning folks that are like just enjoying the morning and just happen to be on the internet.
That's good. I appreciate you guys. I mean, I appreciate them too, but they're kind of weird. But you know, I guess you guys are on a paranormal page, so it's supposed to be weird.
I mean, ghost weird's one thing. Going and talking about different poop types for 45 minutes is something
He
different.
was the worst one, man. The other guy was worse than him. I guess I'd rather talk about that than talk about unaliving people and shit for an hour. And not knowing if homeboy was serious or not. And he hadn't been back in here since, I don't think.
So I wonder if he actually went to jail after he said he's going to jail.
I live stream sent him directly to prison.
He's like, I'm gonna go to jail. We're like, oh, well, what'd you do? Well, I did some stuff. Hasn't been back in the stream since.
Wyatt, if you're in jail right now watching this, because I know you guys sneak cell phones in there, have everybody in cell block subscribe to Greenlight.
Have everybody in the cell block.
I mean, I'm kind of serious. They got enough to do there in jail. Been there, done that.
On a separate topic, with our annual yes or no on ghosts comment poll, right now we got 3 votes, and all 3 votes are on no.
For what?
For the belief in the paranormal. Our ever running poll that I put on these streams.
No? You guys don't believe in the paranormal, huh?
At least out of who's voted, that one person has been on that.
You guys just watch us to see if we're on, what did that guy say? If we're on meth. Oh shit, that was funny.
If you don't believe in ghosts, then go back and watch some of our older videos and just the genuine fear in Steph's eyes and comments.
Watch the Gibbs Vids video. I think there's even a short on it where that fucking demon runs right at the camera. And we paused it right on its face.
There is. It's from like 3 months ago. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called like Demons Smack the Shit Out of Steph or something. Something like that.
Because there's no explanation for that shit. We got a lot of shit where there's no explanation for it, but there, that one specifically, it's like, holy crap, there's nothing even close to being able to explain what happened there.
There's even a sound of it jumping up over the side of the bridge.
And smacking the shit out of the camera. I'd like to go back there soon too, like it ever gets. Even just not windy, since it's all kind of covered up by the woods. It'd probably be cool enough to put on a sweatshirt or some shit and go down there.
Above 25.
As long as it's not windy. It's the wind that's what hurts. And then if there's wind and we're shivering, it's gonna mess up the audio.
I mean, shivering should be fine. Just the wind in general. So we don't get. I think Steph might have a windbreak thing on her camera, but even then, if we gotta turn the windbreak on, the audio's gonna suck anyway.
Did you buy that camera?
No, I mean.
How much? I'll go half on it.
All the sales end.
Like now?
This after,
today?
like tonight. Like apparently, instead of Black Friday, it's like.
Purple Saturday.
It's like a whole week long.
Yeah, it's been all week at work.
Extravaganza thing now instead of just one day and doing the funnel.
If it's like real deal GAC fucking shit, then I'll go half.
I don't know if that will take like $95 on Amazon on sale. I don't actually know how good or bad it might be.
Because we need something like that. Definitely.
I'm sure I'll check it out during halftime. If you're still here at halftime.
Plus, I'm going to be locked in. So I need to go to the store and grab some shit before everybody gets here.
You can walk.
Walk my ass. I got a fucking vehicle for a reason.
Well, you're not gonna have a vehicle
We live in the fucking country, bro.
when there's 5 cars.
We live in the country. Walking's gonna take me. I'll be home after the game's fucking off.
When there's like 5 6 cars in a 4 car driveway.
Yeah, can't do that. So I'll be leaving here pretty soon. I know. Your Uncle Jason won't be here for probably till halftime.
Is the wind killing the garbage can?
No, Grampus.
Uh,
So y'all don't have no paranormal activity, huh? None. We're the only ones that experience paranormal. Or you don't want to talk about it because you don't want something to happen.
let's say there's 5 folk at the moment. I don't think that we've hit the big spot yet where there's like 30 people once in here going throwing down in the comment section.
Down, son. Get in where you fit in.
I think right now everybody's trying to chill and just doing whatever.
Listening to my dumbass talk.
Pretty much.
So yo, for real, just one time in the comments, Michigan or Ohio State. Who y'all going for?
Oh, I'll make a second poll.
So I want to see it so we can talk about it.
Or I'll change the poll.
I know everybody in the world has a preference on this game.
I'll poll for that.
Well, yes, for Michigan. I still for Ohio State.
No, literally says Michigan, Ohio State. I can change what the thing says.
Miss Stephanie, we miss you. You need to get back on these lives and shit. Start streaming. The fans miss you, so.
I don't think she's even awake or even involved
She'll
in.
watch this eventually.
Right, but right now, I mean, I think she's probably off of work at the moment.
She walked off yesterday.
She walked out. What'd she walk out for? Besides her random Facebook post about the company being
too involved in her shit, but the boss is an asshole.
about the company being stupid.
What the boss is just bullshit. Politics bullshit. Not actual politics, but like politics and shit.
Yeah, go figure.
Same as always, we all work in retail, folks. All of us here work in retail. So we got to deal with stupid shit all day. And then we come home and fuck with the spirits and shit. Go back to work.
Well, it's probably stupid in itself.
Probably, but that part of the job is fun. If I could do this all the time, just go demon hunting and shit and talk to you guys, that'd be like the perfect life. Maybe throw in some fishing videos every now and then on the other channel. You know, that'd be curtains for me. The dream life. But it is what it is. I like talking to you guys. I like making videos. I like hanging out with my son and my sis and shit, and doing ghost stuff and just generally kicking it. That makes the adventure and the job a little fun and more enjoyable. Even if we do get chased by shit, and shit follows us home.
Or officer interesting.
Huh?
Or officer interesting.
Or I'm not gonna name the city, but the bitch ass cop who thought 3 grown people vandalized a high school fucking football stadium. You know, he had us on camera, not doing shit. they needed somebody to pin it on. I said it. So if you guys watch the channel Officers like I told you to, did you ever find that motherfucker?
Although common sense would deduct that if it's said high school's homecoming game, the odds are somebody from the other school taking part in the
And
game.
I'm gonna give it to him to BG. I think that's who it was that day. That was a dope ass fucking prank, man, to pull that shit off.
Cause I'm sure that no one actually goes to said schools dumb enough to go and to go and
You
do.
never know, dude.
To,
Think about where we live.
I mean that's fair, but why would you go and vandalize your own area like you're not going to be on camera and then have to go back to that
Well, they
building
weren't on
for?
camera. Dude, they tried to blame it on 3 grown ass adults going ghost hunting at 2 o'clock in the morning.
But still, though, when I mean, it's gonna be eventually you're gonna be on some kind of camera and someone's gonna, oh yeah, it's that person.
Think about it this way: the team was 5-7 for the last 4 or 5 years, and this year they won the fucking division for the first time like ever.
I mean, granted, they were in.
What's his name's like the high school quarterback of the fucking year.
I mean, granted,
Ohio or some shit.
I mean, granted, they were in some Mickey Mouse cupcake division, but
I mean, they still had half the same Mickey Mouse teams, Whitmer and all them fucking. So it's like, you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, they ran away from Central.
Well, everybody ran away from Central, or you could say Central ran away from everybody since they went up to play in the Michigan fucking league, but they're from Ohio.
No, they're still in the Ohio playoffs and won the last 3 years.
Yeah, well, how does that work when they're in a league full of teams from Michigan?
Because half the league's Michigan, half the league's Ohio, but they still play in their respective playoffs.
So shouldn't they have like a special playoff, like a special team playoff?
I mean, probably, but at that point, it wouldn't be a playoff. It'd just be a conference championship game. You can't
like play with like IMG Academy and all the big schools and shit, and watch them get murdered.
They're not that good to go in.
Never, how do you know? They never played them.
They were good against teams in Ohio. I don't think that they'd be good against teams where.
I'm just gonna throw this out here now.
Like teams like states like Texas, to where their high school football teams get more funding than their college football teams.
We're totally off paranormal shit. Apparently, that quarterback down the street. Within the next 3 years, I'm not saying he'll win it, but I bet you he's in the Heisman talks. Just because of the way he plays. If they can develop that kid to where he don't throw stupid passes and shit, yes. I bet money he's in the Heisman talk.
Yeah, I'm not sure he'll be in the Heisman talk when most of your offense is getting the ball and just running around and throwing it in the air and hoping somebody gets it.
He played good. And if he gets to halfway, I mean, he's going to Pitt's halfway decent most of the time. So if he actually gets motherfuckers to block for him.
I mean, that in the ACC kind of sucks.
Right. So if he gets people that block for him and shit and give him time, so then when he moves around and shit, he's actually, something positive might come out of it instead of him getting smashed into the fucking ground.
Well,
you never know, man.
Yeah, you can go and scramble for a 5-yard gain instead of getting sacked for 22.
You never know, man. I'm telling you, you never. I mean, I'm not saying he will. He might not even fucking start, but he has that potential.
I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't start. He's getting recruited since he was like a sophomore.
I'm just saying he has that potential. Just from the way he plays, he has that potential. Big arm, he can fucking move around and extend plays. Just saying.
Because Pitt hasn't been good at quarterback since Tucalaw Pickett, who wasn't even good in the NFL. He just happened to be good in college because he played for Pitt.
Yeah, one fucking play, the fake fucking pump, which made him famous.
Which is so illegal that they had to go and make a rule just to go.
Right, change the rule, Pickett rule.
Because whenever rule states, well, if somebody slides and you go and hit them, you're getting kicked out of the game. So of course they're not going to go and hit him.
He took advantage of that.
Of course they're not going to hit him, so that way they don't get kicked out of the game.
He took advantage of it though. More play. Yeah, Pitt hasn't been good for. I mean, they're not bad.
Although, I mean, it probably didn't help though when he then got drafted by the Steelers, and Steeler fans aren't patient about anything with anybody, and they just
look at fucking Wilson and Buckeye dudes tearing it up out there in Pittsburgh. Changed their whole team around.
I don't know if Buckeye dudes play for Pittsburgh.
Fields.
He hasn't played since like week 3. What he
Yeah, but he won.
he
He
he,
played good.
he was like 3-2 and got benched when Wilson came back from injury.
He was getting benched anyway for Wilson come back. 3-2 is better than he ever did in fucking Chicago.
Okay, well, Chicago, they drafted that one guy and could have beat Detroit. Their coach knew what a timeout was.
Dude would have missed the field.
I mean, at least had a chance to go to overtime and try to win.
Yeah, there's Montgomery and Gibbs run all the way down the field. I mean, like they do all game, every game. Goff's the MVP this year.
The MVP of what?
The league.
The NFC North.
No, the league.
He'll go to Lamar because he goes in.
You go by stats alone, it should be Goff.
Just based on the Lamar running around and scrambling for 3,000 yards a season for,
Detroit won in the Super Bowl.
is more marketable than Goff throwing for like 3,020 touchdowns.
Not when he makes a fucking Detroit fucking Lions team who has never won shit go 16-1 and win the Super Bowl.
I mean, you could have won last year if you just kicked your field goal and took your points.
He learned from his mistake. Leave it alone.
So I mean, you guys want to beat the Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
Chiefs aren't even gonna make it.
I mean, they'll so I think they already made the playoffs in their weak division.
The fucking Super Bowl.
I mean, they got hit in the Super Bowl the last 2 years.
Listen,
The last
the
two
way
seasons.
that everybody's pumping up the Lions and shit, if it's them in Detroit, they're not gonna just shut up. I'm never wrong about this shit. I don't know why you fucking just tell me.
I think there's a better chance that you play some random team like Houston or somebody again
The Super Bowl?
than the Chiefs.
No, it's probably like Pittsburgh or some shit.
Yeah, and then suddenly Amy's back to being a Steelers fan. I've been a Lions fan for years. I know you're a Lions fan because the Steelers suck and the Lions are good.
It wasn't a Lions fan until Roethlisberger left.
Right, so if your team claim about your team,
I'm not saying she didn't like the Lions because Dad likes the Lions and all that shit, but she wasn't like a fucking fan and shit, no.
well, right, but if your team or old team goes to the Super Bowl, she's probably gonna root for that team no matter what she goes and says today.
I would. But I never ventured from my shit. I was an 16 Lions fan, so. And I've been a Michigan fan through the good days, through the bad years, through the good. Here's the thing about Michigan fans. We really only care about winning one fucking game all year. We could give a fuck less about the national championship or any of that bullshit that just happened. We just care about one fucking game. Real Michigan fans, we just care about one game.
Let's say it seems your entire fan base thinks that you're good because you stole signs and won the whole thing.
Everybody fucking steals signs. We got caught.
Yeah, but
And it must not have been that big of a deal because we didn't get sanctioned or fined or fucking games taken from us or nothing.
I'm sure they're waiting.
Why would they wait? It's been a whole fucking another year.
Because
They didn't get nothing. They were gonna fucking punish Hardball. Hardball's gone. So now they don't have no way to punish.
didn't like the FBI go and take the case or something?
I don't think so. Because the FBI took the case, we would have been fucking convicted already. 99-cent approval.
Which I don't know why the FBI is taking a case over college football, but
FBI's 99-cent conviction rate. So if the FBI was gonna, they wouldn't take it unless they knew they were gonna win. And stealing signs ain't a federal crime, bro. But I love y'all. You have a good Saturday. Maybe we'll call back on later. See what you guys up with tonight. We're gonna get ready to watch this game.
with an actual ghost style stream where we got spirit box going and
We'll do it up tonight if the kid wants to get back on.
and it's whatever, and not just talking about football for half an hour.
I tried to tell a ghost story, man. Everybody's just kind of chilling, watching us, and I appreciate that too. I appreciate anybody that comes into the room and wants to hang out with us, whether you don't say nothing or converse with us or anything. Well, I love our fans. I love the people. It took me a long time to get that way, but we're all the same, man. We're all on the same struggle bus, just trying to make it. So, with that being said, have a blessed Saturday. Go Blue. Think about some ghost stories or something weird that's happened to you, and maybe we'll get get back on tonight. We're around like 9 or 10.
So I don't care what time. So it depends on how long you want to go for.
Maybe about 9 or 10 after the other game's off or something.
After Auburn ruins Alabama's life when they lose 4 games.
And then Kalamazoo.
Oh, that game. You see, I couldn't care so much after last night that I thought the game would happen later.
Yeah, in Kalamazoo. But love y'all. Peace.